see. Let's hope everything's going well. Just checking to make sure that all's good with this. So looks like everything's working. If you're on here and you hear the sound, let me know. I appreciate it. Oh, Paul. Yep, good. Um, yeah, definitely I agree. Let me know if my audio's good. I'm working on. I've got a new setup going on here, so hopefully it'll work out. But if the audio's good, let me know. I just want to make sure. But today we are playing Save South Vietnam by Bob Faniff and published by Fortress Games. I've been wanting. This is. He's just got two new ones that just finished Kickstarter, so I'm looking forward to it. Um, with that, hopefully everything is going good and we'll get those. But I've actually had all of them this on my table and on my channel. Well, all except for this one. This will make all of it. Um, it's a little thin. Okay, let's see if I can bump that up just a little bit. Let's see here. Let me know how this works. See if it's a little bit better. We'll see. Like I said, I've got a new setup, so hopefully this will help out a little bit better. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I was wondering if that. Let me know if this is any. I bet this is way too loud. This is probably better right here. Okay. Let me change something real quick because I kind of am far away. The way I was sitting. All right. You know what? Maybe if I do this, it might be a little bit better. Hopefully that works out. Got to do something real quick here, so that way. All right. Let's hope this is better. Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll go this route with it then. All right. Anyway, so welcome to it. So what I plan on doing is just let me get this flipped around here. So what I plan on doing is going into we're gonna do the first it's really 3.5 turns. We're gonna do the early year, which is kind of like a half turn, and then we'll do the other 3 turns to see how it goes. Hopefully it will pick it up and it'll be much better. With that, so we'll see how it goes on that one. So hopefully we'll get it taken care of. So but basically we are starting in early 65, and with the first one we start on, and I believe it's step 7, which is the police and VC recruit. If you notice, there is not much there's not much on here. Oh, this isn't supposed to be here yet. I had to reset a couple times, but yeah, this one's not supposed to be on here. Let me put this back over here. Yeah, that's supposed to be there. Okay. All right. So if you notice, there's not much on here. We have one ARVN unit here in Saigon, the Saigon fishhook area. So that's it. So we've got to kind of build this up to where it was. So we have our turn phase here, and the first thing we're going to do police at VC and recruit. So what we're going to end up doing, and we're going to go to the main on this one, and so we can zoom in on this one. We'll zoom in on the fish tail, Saigon and the fish hook. So what we look underneath here is see, there's a 0 and there's nothing underneath it. With like this one here, it says VC1. If you go up here to here, that says police 1. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through here and check it out. So there's nothing's going to get added here because it's 0, the way it starts off. Now, what happens here is, I forgot to reset that. This is a police 1. So basically, it's going to go up to 2, which you'll see help in a minute. But as we get to most of them are not that nice. So like this 0 right here is a 1. So basically, we will put 1, and these are the counters right here. They go up and down and everything all the way through. So we're going to go ahead. So that goes here. So the 1 goes here. If we look at Cam Ranh here, that's a 1 there as well. So there. Okay, so now if we go up to the Highlands up here, and you notice there's a number. I'm just kind of going in order here. If we look here, 1 there, so that the arrow is pointing down to here. So it's going to go here. Okay, let me zoom this out just a little bit more. Okay, so then we have 1's going to go here. And then in this area here, 1's going to go here. But if you notice, in Way, in Upper Sha, and Quai Train, Khe San, it's zeros also on that. So all we're going to be doing is adding 1 more right here into this area. So there we did our police and VC recruit. NVA descends on a population area. What I'm going to say is this isn't going to happen because one is we have no MBA, and if you notice there's a line right here, it's easier to see right here. So when the VC comes, this is the rural area, and then in this area is population area. So you're going to bring them down here. Not completely all of them. There is a number you roll depending on how many they have. So we've got that all set right there. So we're not going to worry about that. Now we have U.S. reinforcements and withdrawals. And to do this, we go to the actual turn counter. And all the way up here, this right here is what we're looking at. Oop, let me get it up there. So basically, what's going to happen is, we'll zoom this out here. Actually, let's switch to the overhead. We have the Army units will come in here. Marine units come in here, but also the helicopters come in down here as well. So in this case, we get the 1st Marine Division, or 3rd Marine Division, is going to go in here, into this base area. And then we're going to get 1 helicopter. And again, so this is the helicopter. Let's get it. Okay, it's going to go in here. And then we're going to get the airborne here. The 101st Airborne is going to go in as well. All right, so basically that's our reinforcements withdrawals. Now we are going to go down here, and we are going to go. We're going to do these because it's the end of year, so we do all this one right here. So we're going to go through here and see how it goes. So PC deployment, NVA deployment, Special Forces mission, Tet Offensive, which we won't have, and we do not place AA on this turn, and we'll go through those and different things along those lines. Now, what I've kind of done, and I'm kind of happy about, is I actually have the dice up here, so it's a little bit easier to maneuver. And I can have the dice up here as we go through. So the first thing we're going to do is PC deploy, and there's stuff on this track here that tells you which one. So political cadres, we need A7 and then J. So what does that mean? Well, here is, so we're going to pull A7 right here, and then we're going to place them in J. So as we go through. So this is kind of the snippet of this one. So A7, so we're going to roll 2 dice, and in this case we're going to total it. 10, so we're going to 21. Oh man, that is the max you can do. So that's going to start off fun, and then we're going to do J. And if you notice, there's 4 numbers on each one, and of course, yeah, there we go. There's 4 numbers on each one. So those are the sections. We're going to have to do this multiple times. Hey, cardboard. All right, so let's go through. We're going to roll this. So the first one, then we're going to have the first 4. And if you notice, it is green and then red. So we go by green is 3, red is 6. So if you notice, we're in J. So here, 3 and 6. So it's 3, 4, 3, 4. So I've got 4 right here. So these go by the areas here. So if you look, it's 1, 2. So 3, 4, 3, 4. All right. So there's our first 4, and we got to do 21 of these. 2, 3 is 7, 6, 5, 5. So 7, 6, 5, 5. So there's 8 we've placed. 4, 3. So 4 and 3 is 6, 4, 6, 4. 6, 4, 6, 4. Ugh. I was hoping to get the smaller one numbers, not such a good one. It's not such not the. So we've got. So I've got 12 out. So this next one's, although they're kind of spreading out kind of nicely right now. So 6 and 4 is 4, 6, 3, 6. So 4, 6, 3, 6. Now we do get to do some special operations and try to get rid of some of these. So that's 16. Here's 20. So 2, 2. That's pretty easy. 6, 3, 7, 7. So 6, 3, 7, 7. Okay. There we go. And let's see here. We have one left. So with the 4 numbers here, basically you go through and you just do the first one. So you keep going from left to right. And since we need one more. So 5, 6. So 5, 6. So it's another 1 and 4. So we're going to take one of these and it's going to go right here. All right. So our PC has been taken out. Or not taken out, or has been displayed, has been placed out there. So this could leave a lot of different things. Hey, Thomas. Okay, MVA. Again, we're going to look up here, and it says B4U. So before you, So B4, this column here, and then we use U. So let's hope for a slow die roll. 6 on B4. Is 9, so we're going to do 9. So we've got, here's 4, here's 8, and then 9, and so it's B4 and then U, so letter U. Let's take a look at this. Okay, same idea. 2, 6. So in this case, it is, you look 4, 3, 4, 7. So we grab the 4 here. And they go up here. So 4, 3, 4, 7. Roll again. 1 and 3. 5, 1, 3, 5. So 5. Shoot. 1, 3. That was not good. 5. And then let's see if I can reach down and grab them. Hopefully it didn't go. All right, that sucked. All right, looking forward to the Octone Yabos there, Thomas. All right. Let's see how things are going here. I do have one more to place here. I'm just messing with a few things. Okay. I got one more to place, so let's go ahead and roll. And 3 and 5. This is going to go in 5. Okay. So, there we go. So, if you notice, I put them in the rural areas, because if you're thinking, just think of it this way, they're coming down the Ho Chi Minh Trail along Laos and then moving into the area for that. Okay. All right. Okay, so NVA's out. So Special Forces mission. So you get 3 of them. We don't have any fallen, and these are getting rid of the political cadres. And I think this is going to be best if we go to the main view here. Let's zoom out. zoom out. And let's put the CRT and the dice hour up there. So if you notice, if you look right here, this is the political. I got to get a better picture of this for the next time. I'll have to do that. But these are the PCs. Basically, it's the provinces. So you really want to go with the 5 larger ones, because if you notice on it, you get more chances to get rid of them. So if we take a look, the most anyone has is 6, and that's going to be in this 6 right here. So let's see if we can get rid of some of these. We're going to head roll 2 dice, and then we'll take a look. We got 8, which is nothing, because 5 is the minimum. We get 3, so we're going to try that again. Ooh, 5. So 5, we get to get rid of 1. And then I get 1 more to go here. And we're going to keep it on the same one, because nobody else has 6. Everybody else just has 5. So they all have 5. So we're going to go ahead and go after that one again. It really doesn't matter. Need something low. 9 is not going to be good. All right. We can get rid of that then. Yeah, cardboard. I can understand that. It's just getting to that time period with that. So yeah, I could understand that completely. Luckily, this one is so far out and so abstracted. I think some of the biggest issues. Oops, that's not the right one there. There we go. Okay. For some reason, I had an extra VC there, which is not good. Okay, Tet Offensive, we don't have any. That happens when the political cadre is empty. We still have 1, 2, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have 5 units in there. I would have liked to gotten rid of a few more. So we'll see how it goes and see what's up with this. So everything's looking pretty good. I kind of like it. Okay. All right. So no AA. So we are basically done with the turn. So now we go to winter and spring of 1965. Just looking at the comments here. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do, so we can do movement. So basically, if we move, moving from the bases onto the areas is basically the same. You're like, you can move anywhere in between here, 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 and it doesn't cost anything with that, which is interesting. So we can move in. And then, yeah, just making sure I got. Oh, you know what? I was wrong about this. This does not go. I was wrong about this. This comes in at the end of this turn. So I'm glad I caught that. At the end of this turn, we get quite a few. So all I really have is 3rd Division here. 3rd Division Marines and the helicopter. And the helicopter has movement points right here. I'm just going to double check the helicopter to make sure the helicopter movement is correct on that. I believe that's where they start at. Counters, just looking real quick. Now they can move anywhere. It's regular turn. Oh, here. Okay. Reinforcements, yeah. Helicopters go in Cameron. Yeah, so the camera in here. So there we go. Now, movements, which I wanted to double check on that. C6 for, oh yeah, I gotta move. Check this out real quick. Movement, ground, air mobile. Okay, so it can move anywhere. That's what I thought. It just costs 1 air mobility point, so it costs anywhere. So with that. All right. Okay. So basically, we're going to go ahead and move into here, into Da Nang, and then we're going to send a helicopter in. Wop, 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 and we're going to head into here. So this is going to help us out. Now, the PCs don't do anything. The political cadres don't do anything for combat. This does. So basically, that's all the movement I've got. Because, yeah. So it's just the 1st Division, yep, or 3rd Division, just the one, and the helicopter. Okay, so now we've done our movement, so now we're going to go to combat. Oh, technically that goes down, but I'm not going to worry about that. So let's go ahead and flip to this one here, and then we're going to put up the CRT as well. So the way I'm going to do it is the VC or NVA is going to be red, the Americans, the US is going to be green. So, and then you can see the combat results, and we go. So this will be 1 to 3. Pretty easy on this. So on a 1, so 1 and a 4, that's 1. So we're going to take 1 hit. Now this is simultaneous, and you have to go by the most powerful one. So, oh, I forgot. The way he flips them, I used the, okay. So he takes a hit. Now he got a 2, and a 2 on a 4 is 1. So basically this guy goes away. And so that's good. Now what we can do is we can go after these guys and reroll on that political cadres lost in combat. So this one's going to go, we're going to go ahead and roll. See what we got here. Nope, it's a 10. So since we had 3, we would have had to roll a 2, 3, or 4 on that. So that was combat, and then we're all done. All right, so now we do political points. So now we see how many points we've got. So basically this is going to be easier if I go through it by this way here. So we are going to start with up here. So if you notice, NVA doesn't matter. The Saigon, we actually have +1, and there's nothing else in here. We didn't get any political cadres in here or anything, so that's kind of cool that it happened. So +1, so this is going to go up 1 right here with that. Pretty easy. This one right here is +1. So that one, there's nothing here, so it doesn't change it. It doesn't go down or up. Now here, this is where it's going to make a difference, and we're going to move it over here and down. All right, so you take all these minuses, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So basically this is going to go to here. So when we do the political VC recruit, we're going to add 2 more VCs to that. Not a good situation on this one. And so pretty much you're going to see this all the way. So Cameron here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So again, it's going to go all the way down to here. Okay. So that's base area 4, base area 5. Let's zoom this out just a little bit here. Oh, I guess I can take the dice cam off. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. All right, so this one right here, well, we got -2, 4, 5, so it's going to go right here to where the 5 is. Down here, let's zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. So then we got 2, 4, 5, oh, excuse me, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, so it's also going to go down here. So you can see these are going to be building up, which is not good at all. All right, and then, oh, I need to correct something, but I just caught it. So if you notice, our third division right here has a -2 on it. So you count that 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is going to go 8, and there's nothing here, nothing here. All right. So if we go up here, so this is where I made a mistake here. So if you notice, it's hard to see, but there are positives, and you can see it like right here on the police, there's positives. So this is +4, so this actually goes to +4 because it kind of resets every game. So it's going to go to +4. So the police take care of a lot of this stuff. So if we did get some like political cadres in there, this can actually counteract a lot of that, and it would go back to 0. Because it kind of like basically think of it as resetting each time you do that. All right, so we've got that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and zoom back out here. All right. Okay, so we did the political points. Nope, we're not going to advance on Saigon. Base replenish. Okay, so we don't have anybody in the bases, so it's kind of can't tell you how that's going to go. But let's say this guy was in the base. This means each base can heal it, so we would just flip it right back over. So, but he's not in the base, so that's how you kind of rebuild your troops and your units. It's a slow process, though. Okay. ARVN builds infant regiments. We can't do any of that. Let's use this one right here as an example. If a police force, and I'll just grab a police here, just so I can show this to you. So if we had it here, so basically you would remove all of these back to 0. And then you could put a ARVN unit, which is these yellow units right here. You could put one of these ARVN units on it for permanently, and it'd be on there permanently. So that's what that is. But we aren't even close. The only one that's close is up here, which is at 2. Is up here because that's 2. All right. Now, so nothing there. Now, here we go. Police and VC recruits. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think we'll go back to the main video, and we'll kind of zoom in on some of these up here. So basically, what happens, so this is right here. We look up here. So he gets another police, which is awesome. If we go here, that's a 1. There's nothing underneath it. It's just gray, if you notice. Okay, so now if we go down here, let's we will zoom out here, not in, out. Still getting somewhat adjusted to this system, so you guys are my guinea pigs on this. So, all right, so here 2 VC gets added, so this 1 right here becomes a 3, unfortunately. Again, we go down here, and the 10 is also a 2 right here. So this 1 right here becomes a 3 as well. So Quainan and the Highlands, this gets flipped to, it's going to be only a 1. So this gets flipped to a 2. Okay. Just 2. So this one's going to become a 3, unfortunately. So as you can see, they build up. This one is also going to end up being a 3, which we got rid of that 1. So that was kind of nice. And if you notice, the strength is also added to the police or to the political points. So this is not good right here. Getting rid of that 3 is kind of vital on this case. Okay, and then Wei and Upper Shaw and Quan Tri and Khe San are at 0s, so nothing happens to them. They don't get any recruits. NVA descend on the population. So now, what we're going to do is we are going to look how many we have up here, and then we're going to roll on this chart up here to see how many actually go down. Double check on that one. I hadn't gotten this far yet. But I believe that is correct. That NVA deploy. All NVA regiments enter the game on remote borderland. Okay. Okay. Under review. So we've got to go through each one, if it's got one. And then how many would go down. So if we're looking under the review for this one, there's only one. So 2, 3, or 4, it descends. Nope, that's an 11. This one right here, there's 2. So 4, unfortunately, 1 will descend in here. So that makes this really, really a problem. 2 on this one. 6. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. And it goes up quite a bit as they go. So basically, the more they have in the remote lands. So here we have 3. Low numbers are important. Oh, I probably should have. So this one is 3. So I've got 3 on 3 is 2. So 2 of these will go down. And if you notice, these are multi-hit units. So it will take 3 hits to kill them. So 1, then you flip it, 2, and then the third one goes away. But if you notice, they are strength of 3, and that sucks. Alright, so we did this one, and then this one's a 1. So let's see what happens here. That's an 8, so that's nothing there. So we're all set to go there. Alright. So that's them. And then U.S. reinforcements and withdrawals. We don't have any withdrawals, but we do have reinforcements. So we have the Big Red 1 coming in. So Big Red 1 comes in. And then I do have the 101st Airborne. Let me get, you know what, this is going to be better from the overhead, I think. Yep. So this one gets brought in here. So we're getting some troops in here, so that'll help. Now, I will pull the last 2 Marine divisions in here, the last 2 parts of the 3rd. So the 13th and 11th, the 3rd Division, 13th and 11th, right here. So if you notice, they're line units, so that's how you can tell they're line units. So these ones right here, they go into the Marine base. And then I get 2 helicopters. So we actually have some units in here. We might have to get these guys going in and taking care of that. Now, so that's winter and spring of 65. So now we do spring and summer of 65. So we start back up at the turn phase here. And we do our movement. So if you can move adjacent, and that won't cost you anything. So these move in, by the way, this gets reset back up here. So we'll move in our Big Red 1 and our 1st Airborne. There, you can move in here, no problem. And then we are going to move here, I think. Yeah. We're going to move in here. Because this is 6, 7, 8. And then we're also going to move these 2 aircraft in. And then we're going to take this aircraft and also move it here as well. So that'll be there. And then we're going to move these guys in here. It's interesting because we have 3 here, but I have 3 here. So I'd really want to see what I can do with this one. So because I have 9 on the combat results up here, which I'll bring it up when we go to combat, 4 is the minimum I can get. And that will take care of that one at least. This one, I also have 9, but they have 7. So, yeah. So they have 7. So yeah, I'm gonna take some hits on these guys right here. So, yeah, with that. Okay. So we've done our movement. So now combat. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's switch cameras here, and then I'll pull up the CRT, and let's go. Let's do this one right here because this one looks like it might be a little bit more vicious. And remember the hits. I'm going to look at assigning hits real quick in the combat section. So that's movement, combat. Okay, so NVA regiments in populous area with Viet Cong must take first losses. No Viet Cong losses can be taken unless all NVAs in their area have been destroyed. So basically, I'm going to be trying to get rid of these guys first, and then this guy gets kicked out. Okay, so he has 8. I have 7. Could be brutal. Okay, so 5 on 8 is 4. So we go 1. I forgot. 2. Now these guys are going to take other hits. So 3. And what they've done is they've given us extra counters, and I'll go around this way. 4. So he had a 5 on an 8. Yeah, 4. So that's the way that goes. Now we could start taking them out of the helicopters because the most powerful goes first, and then the strongest on that one. Okay, now 4, we have 3, 6, 8. So we have 9. So 4 on 9 is 5 on 8 is 4. Yeah. So we get 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this gets down to a 1. So we got rid of these. We got rid of these 2 lovely NVA units. So we'll put them back over with my stock. So that was good. Now I do get to roll on the cadre. Basically, I need a 2 or a 3. Oh, we got a 5. So close, but not close enough. Okay. So now let's go ahead and go to this other one here, which is going to be, I have 9, he has 3. So here we go. Oh, that's nice. So his 3, 1 on the 3 is only 1 hit, so it could go to any of these. So any of those 2. And I got a 5 on a 9, so yeah, this guy's going to go away, which is good. We'll try to keep this down. Now he has, in this one, he has 3, so 2, 3, or 4 will get rid of one of these guys. 4. Awesome. 4 on 3 is 1, so I do get to get rid of one of these. That will help immensely. But if you notice, I get rid of that 3, got rid of that 2, but it's still not enough to counteract for the PCs on that one. All right, so we can move the helicopters back up. And then let's go ahead, we'll zoom back out, go back overhead. All right, so political points. So again, so basically we've got, this is up here, we got 6. So this goes to 6. This right here is a +1. So that still stays +1 there. This one right here is still going to be 10. So that's not good. This one right here, if you notice, the NVA does not help with political points. They're zeros. So that's 10, 10. This one, 5. So this is 9. Well, that's not going to help. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's there. This one right here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that still stays on 10. So I'd like to get these moved back if I can. which we'll see. I might move a couple of them back just to help out. Nothing here and here to adjust that at all. So that's that. Base replenishments. I don't have any in the bases. Now I can move these guys out into the bases that are here. I don't have to like move them back here. So that's key. Build regiments. Nope. And now we get to police. So this will be one more police here. This one is 0, so nothing goes on here. Here we add 2 more. So this is going to go up to 5. So we flip that to a 4, and then we add a 1. This one will also go up to a 5. So flip that to a 4 and add a 1. This one is going to go to a 3. Fortunately. Yep. This one is going to go to a 5, so we flip that to a 4, add a 1. This one is just going to be a 2, so that's kind of nice. And again, nothing on these 2 right here. All right. Populous area. So let's see if the NVA decides to come through here. So let's look to the main. We can take the ARVN. Oh, we will need the dice camera on this one. Okay, so we'll zoom in. We'll do like this, and I think that'll be good. Let's tighten that down. Okay. So basically, this one we have 1. So 10's not. This one right here we have 1. Oh, it does go in, unfortunately. This one right here we have 2. So 5, 1's going to go down. So we're going to put these down here. Yeah. This one right here has 1. High numbers, that's what I'm looking for. And then this one right here has 1. And that's 8. Hey, Thomas. Harkness this time. We got too many Thomases. That's 8. So that one does not descend at all. So we're good to go there. And I get my reinforcement. We'll go back overhead. And so I get the 2 lines units from the Big Red 1. So this will be the 2nd and the 3rd of the 1st Infantry Division. They're going to go down here. So we can maybe get them into here now. These base ones, I'm probably going to have to move these off. There's only 3 there. May just have to let that one go. Okay, what else are we going to get? Oh, we're going to get all the air cav. Nice. All the air cav. That's 3 air cav, right? Yep. So now the air cav, what's nice about that is they actually do also use the helicopter airbase, helicopter air cav, and they use this momentum, so they can be flown anywhere. So they're kind of like, awesome with that. And we get 1 more helicopter unit. All right. Okay. But no Marines this time. So no Marines in the area. So we'll see. I may move a couple of these guys back. I don't know. They're still... It'd be nice to get rid of this guy if we could. So, all right. That's used for withdrawals. So nope. So we don't actually do withdrawals until later on down here, and that's where the parentheses are. That's where the withdrawal and stuff like that is. All right. Oh boy. Yep, that's rough. That is rough. Okay, I was just looking at this real quick. Oh yeah, so we can get pretty high on the NBA regiments. Okay, so we can get pretty high on that. Okay. Now, so we're back up. So now we are to the fall and summer of 65. This will be our last turn. And then the next time I get going, we'll start again with the full year on that one. like we did with the beginning with this one. So our U.S. ARVN movement. So I'm going to move these guys into here. So here is 10, 11. And this one is 8. I don't know. This is where it's going to get really kind of tough on that. Might have to put the mic like up above. We'll see how that works out with that. All right. Just trying to figure out where I want to go with these guys. Well, I think I'm going to... Yeah, this isn't going to change much on here, so we're going to go into here with those. Yeah, so that'll be 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. You know what? We're going to send this helicopter to here and see if we can do some damage on this 3 units with just helicopters. And then this is 2, so I think what I'll do is I'll send this guy back to the base, but we're going to attack these with those. So I think that'll be good. All right. So now let's go ahead and we go into combat. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll start with this unit first, right? These units right here. This combat right here. So I have 12. He has 11. Okay. So both of them are going to be on the 10s. So he gets 5 hits. Well, I get 5 hits. Oh wait, they're both 6 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh wait, that's okay. Let me do that over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay. So got rid of those NVA there, and got rid of that one. Now I got to take 6 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to take one of these. Let's see, one of the line units. So that's a 3rd, and we'll put him here. So he got 6 hits. That was a little tough, but it is what it is. All right. So now let's go down here. So this will be 4 to 3. Okay, so he has 3 and a 4. A 4 on the 3 is 2, and a 3 on the 4 is also 2. So this guy gets knocked down to a 1. Oh, you know what I forgot? We'll do it on this one, but I forgot to do the political cadres. So there's 2, so I need a 2 or a 3. Oh, I got a 3. All right. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, I did forget to do that one up here. And this one we have 5. So, nope, 10 is nothing. Nope. Okay. All right, and then finally, we have one more to go here. And he's got 2, I've got 6. All right. So 5 on a 2 is 2. So this guy's going to take a hit, and then the 13th is going to take that one. And then 6 on a 6. Yeah. 6 on a 6 is 3, so yeah, this guy does go away. And then I need there's 2 units, small number. That's not small enough, unfortunately. I hope so, William. I do. I'm having fun with this game. This is really fun. Oh, I got a little loud there. But no, this is really really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I definitely can see, definitely enjoy it quite a bit. All right. Okay. So combat is all done. Political points. Let's take a look. Let's go back overhead on this one here. Yes, I'm getting a little fancy too. So we get to add one more police. I'm not quite ready, by the way. I'm going to try to get one more, then I will add the ARVN unit in here. Here, again, it's just +1. So if I can get another ARVN unit in here, that would be nice. Right here, this is going to be 10. This one is also going to be 10. This one is, whoa, it took a big hit, so it's 3. Because these aircraft don't do anything. Yep, okay. This one is still a 10. This one is now an 8. It doesn't help that much, unfortunately. Alright, and then 0, 0 on those two, so those political points don't change at all here. ARVN replenish, so basically, let me double check on that as we go through. It's been a while since I've done the replenishment. Let's see here. Each base area may repair 1 U.S. HQ brigade and 1 helicopter unit. Okay, depleted units must be repaired. Well, we're not. I don't have any depleted units. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I get 1 hit back there. And this will just flip over there. Okay, perfect. And there's no other base areas at all on that one. Okay, let's see here. I'm not going to build up here yet. Technically I can because it takes 4. I'm not going to yet. I want to get that police 1 more up to give me still a +2, so that way I can still get a police. Police and VC recruit. Okay. Oh, I moved that up too quickly. I moved that up too quickly. Okay, so technically that moves up. This one, nothing happens. Nope, nothing happens here. Here, this goes up to a 5. So we flip to a 4. And then add a 1. This is a 5, so these will add... Ooh, these go up to a 7. We have to take care of that one. This one adds 1 only, so it goes to 2, which is kind of nice. This one... We have 5. Yeah, so this one's going to go up to a 7. Unfortunately, they've got this calculated out right. That's right here, 7. This one is just going to be 2. Right? 2? Yeah, 2. Yeah, so if you look like Saigon, it gets pretty wicked up here. That's like 3. Okay, so this is 2. And then nothing and nothing. Okay, descend on populous area. Let's find out how this goes through. Let's go ahead and flip over to this one. We'll zoom out. I don't need the CTR on this at all. Okay, so we're going to start here. Nope. I need, basically, if there's 1 in it, it has to be 2, 3, or 4. So here, 2, 3, or 4, nope. And then here, nope. And then we have 1 more to go, which is right here. Again, 2, 3, or 4. 9, so that doesn't descend. That's kind of nice. And then U.S. reinforcements. Basically, in this case, I'm going to get the 21st of the 25th. And Cameron Bay. Yeah, it's Cameron. Well, Cameron Bay is like in here. And then one more helicopter. So let me grab a helicopter and put it right here. That's it. All right. So there we go. Let me get the overview on the board so we can show it off, and then I'll end this. This will be the end for this section. We've been going for almost an hour. So we are, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, we're not even a 10th of it. We're a 13th of the way through the game. So we're going to go back to, next time we get on, we're going to do fall and winter 65. The other one was early 65. So fall and winter 65, 66, basically, with that. So we're moving on to 65, 66. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm still working on following through, but it's really a good game. It's a lot of fun. Not complex, but there's a lot of good decisions. As you can see, you're limited to the number of units that you can get out. And right now, we've got trouble in Cameron and Ban Mi Do here. This one's in trouble. This one, so Quang Ngai and Kon Tum, that is a little issue as well. So these two are big issues. This one I'm trying to get in, and I've taken some hits here, so hopefully I can, take care of that. So we'll see. I'll have to move some of these helicopters off at this time with that. So when do I get the B-52s? I don't think I get them for a little while. Oh, yeah, not till 71 here. We're all the way up here, not till down here. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.